Gameranx presents another episode of Before You Buy, the show where we give you some uncut gameplay and some first impressions of some of the latest games releasing. My name is Jake Baldino, and I've been playing a ton of Rainbow Six Siege. Now, let me get into this first. My history with this series: I grew up playing the Rainbow Six games. For a while, they were technologically advanced, really awesome, high-quality, slow, tactical shooters. It all kind of culminated for me with Rainbow Six Vegas. I played that game more than any other competitive multiplayer shooter ever. I loved it. Up until the release of Rainbow Six Siege, I just was not really interested. The fact that it just kept coming out with alphas and then betas right up until release, and with all the stuff about the microtransactions, and basically the fact that it's a $60 game with not much single player and it's just all multiplayer focused with this MOBA style model of characters, I just wasn't feeling it. Honestly, when I had to go to the store and get the game and play this game, I was not looking forward to it. I was just like, ugh, Rainbow Six Siege, I haven't really paid attention to it, I don't really care. But that being said, I came away pleasantly surprised. I'm having a freaking ton of fun with Rainbow Six Siege. I was not expecting this at all. That being said, it is of course not without its problems, but I think it's just a little bit of a breath of fresh air. Maybe because I haven't played a game on console like this in a while, like a highly technical, very important team-based, slow first-person shooter. It's kind of nice because it's not really dumbed down, and it does require actual strict teamwork and planning. It's really great too if you get a good team going with voice chat. It's amazing. It's perfect. That being said, the game does still work though if you don't have voice chat. There's a lot of markers in game that you can place, and everybody kind of can get their point across, and it seems like most players out there in the player base kind of get the idea of the game. There's actually a bit of a learning curve here, and I enjoyed that. The game gives you three kind of main modes. There's situation modes, which are single player or cooperative mission type of things. They're kind of just small instances where you have to do something. It feels like multiplayer but with AI bots, and that's fine. It gives you a little bit of something to play through. There's 10 instances, and they're really challenging. On the multiplayer side, of course, there is multiplayer with a few modes. There's the team deathmatch, the bomb defusal, the hostage rescue, stuff like that. And then, of course, there's terrorist hunt. For those fans of Rainbow Six Vegas, you know what this is. You're popped into an arena with a bunch of AI multiplayer opponents, and you got to take them all down. The mode is still pretty great, although when you're doing a random match, sometimes it throws in a random bomb defusal terrorist hunt, which doesn't really make sense, but it's all really challenging, and it's a lot of fun. Now, the character system here and the progression is pretty decent. It was something I was very skeptical about, seeing how it's a $60 game, yet they're still trying to get more money out of you with buying in-game currency to unlock these characters. But thankfully, the rate you earn in-game currency is decent, so you really don't have to think about actually buying a pack with real money for in-game currency or anything like that. And I thought this game was really embracing the MOBA system with like characters and stuff, but it's not as intense as I thought it was going to be. That being said, every character is completely different and they all bring their own special things, and players seem to out there like to work together and coordinate what characters they're playing as so that everybody has a special ability. And that's really cool. I really love all these characters, and unlocking them is pretty fun. Working towards the grind and trying to unlock that character that you've been looking to try out is really cool and pretty fulfilling. And I was very surprised, I didn't know this, but there's actually still custom loadouts. While these special characters do have more of a style to their weapons and they come with their own special abilities, you still have some wiggle room on what kind of gun you want to use. And then from there you can upgrade it with lasers, suppressors, dot sights, stuff like that. All that is used with the in-game currency, and the sense of progression here feels pretty decent. I like it. There's a lot you can do in matches. You can bar up walls, you can shoot through walls with different caliber guns, which really kind of makes every map feel not safe anywhere, and I really like it. Every single map, every single time is completely different. No choke point is ever the same because everything is basically player created. Also, not to mention the fact that you can basically breach anywhere, rappel up anywhere. It makes it pretty open-ended. It really gives you like a sandbox style type of multiplayer round. The ranked matches are no joke. You can unlock those after rank 20, and you can do custom maps and matchmaking search after you get past rank 5. It's all well and good, and the systems here all feel pretty darn balanced. Whether I'm an attacker or a defender, I feel like I got a fair shot at winning, and no match, like I said earlier, is ever the same. And when you get some good players going, it is awesome. Visually, the game looks fine. It runs good. I've never had any hiccups at all, which is good in a game like this, because in this type of game, accuracy and split-second decisions really matter most because you die very quickly. That being said, I will say that holding the trigger to aim down the sights is kind of slow. It's not as responsive as I would like it. Also, weird random note, but the blood spatters in this game are really good. If you take out a guy, the blood splatters across the wall very realistically. It's a cool, nice little touch that they did. But like I said, Rainbow Six Siege is definitely a unique multiplayer experience. I'm really digging it just because it feels pretty different from every other type of multiplayer game out there right now. That being said, the big question is, Jake, is this game worth $60? With this, I'm not totally sure. I actually, when I went to the store to get this, I saw on the shelf next to it, there's the special edition you can get of the game that costs $80 that has a season pass built in, and no way in hell would I ever buy that, even though I am enjoying this game. Honestly, $60, is it really worth it for this game? I'm not sure. I am having a blast with the multiplayer. I think it will keep me busy for a long time, but I honestly don't know. It doesn't feel like a complete ripoff like something like Battlefront, but I'm just very in between here. I'm glad they did put out a lot of betas for people so they could really try it and see if they like it before they dig in. And ultimately, that I think is up to you guys. I presented you with how I feel about it, so you figure it out for yourself. Am I doing my job? I don't know. What I do want to know in the comments is that if you are playing this, or if you played some betas, if you got some opinions about Rainbow Six, let's talk about it down in the comments. I want to hear everything you guys think about this game. Am I crazy for liking it? Because it's getting decent reviews out there, so I don't know. Also, if you haven't already, check out our Just Cause 3 before you buy. We put that up yesterday. And also, if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter if you want to talk about Rainbow Six Siege or any other video games. If you did have a good time with this video, maybe if I steered you in the right direction, click the like button because that helps me out a ton. If this is your first time coming around though, subscribe because we put out videos every single day. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.